Hey guys, it's Greg. In this video, I would like to show you a prototype of Kur-Nu-Gi. This is a Euro game based on a Sumerian culture. In this game, you are trying to escape Kur-Nu-Gi, which is translated as the land of no return. So this is basically an underworld, and the goal of the game is try to escape from this underworld land of the dead. So the game is quite grim and also difficult. So if you are into Euro games, just check out the rest of this video. In this game, you're going to try to escape this underworld, this Kur-Nu-Gi, and you have to collect escape points, which are over here. This is a track of escape points. The player with the most escape points is the winner, and his soul, I guess, is somehow released for Kur-Nu-Gi. So this is the context of this game. Now, how this game flows. As first of all, I need to point out that the game is quite complex, and authors created this game in a way that you can play it step by step, with adding additional new elements to the game. So there's this basic version without additional things, then you can add some elements, and then you can add everything. So in this video, I am going to show you all elements of this game. So this maximum version. So let's start with player board. On the player board, you have different spots. Here you are going to put your sacrificial dice. Those dice are going to be used over here on this pentagram. This pentagram is basically those locations are tombs, and in each of these tombs sleeps, let's say, this is a tomb of different god. So you're going to put your sacrificial dice over here to increase your Lamentation score. I will tell you more about this in a second. In here you have spots for your 3 shadows, so basically your workers. In here is a spot for your initiative tokens, so in regular turn you have to send your 3 shadows to different parts on the board, and also you need to get one of initiative trackers. So in the next round, initiative tokens. So in the next round, you're going to be first, second, third, or so on, different. On a different spot. And over here we have this track of Lamentation, let's say, score, and this track shows you how many Lamentation points your soul is going to generate, but also how many points shadows are generating. So the more powerful soul is, the less Lamentation points are going to be generated by the shadows. So you need to balance this element when you're playing the game. Also in the game we have only one currency, that's Vril, I guess that's how you say it. You're going to use those coins to perform actions in this game. Around the board, you have the spots for different cards. I am going to tell you more about them in a second. So this is the player board. Now, what you can find on the main board. So main board is split in 3 sections. Top section with those spots. Those are basically actions that you're going to perform, sending your shadows there. In here we have a display of identity cards and I think influence cards, and on the bottom we have this pentagram with tools where you're going to send your shadows, your soul, even demons. You can build here gates or temples, different altars, different elements in here, and in a Lamentation phase you're going to score points depending on the situation in a tomb. So I am going to explain this in a second. But I already mentioned that the game is split into 2 phases. So we have regular turns, not 2 phases, 2 types of turns. Now we have regular turns and we have Lamentation turns with this crying eye. So in a regular turn, you are going to send your workers and basically perform actions. So let's go through regular turns step by step. First of all, you need to reveal this pact card. I think I need to take 2 of them. So I can show you how it works. So packed cards, you need to combine them and set them next to each other, so you can create this crystal over here. And those conditions next to the crystals, those conditions must be fulfilled at the end of the game, so you can get 3 and 2 victory points. Obviously, you can also combine those cards like this, and the conditions are a little bit different. I mean, well, in this example, exactly the same, but different. You can find different escape points over here. So those, and when you uncover this card, you unlock this location where you also can send your worker. This is the way to unlock additional escape points at the end of the game. So this is the first step of regular turn to reveal packed card. After that, you can gain resources. You can gain resources from your identity cards and from altars that you have built. Identity cards are over here, and they work quite similar as packed cards, because you also can combine them. And when you again create those crystals, you can use those bonuses. So you can get 2 currency, 2 real coins every turn, or when you combine here and with this green crystal, instantly you are going to get 3 real. Each of the identity cards also have this bonus over here, and you can use those bonuses only if you have your identity cards above those golden masks. So only the cards that are above those golden masks can use those bonuses that are written over here. Those additional spots at the edges of the board, well, those are mostly useful only to create those crystals that are going to grant you additional bonuses. After gaining resources, you are going to plan your actions. So you are going to send your workers to different spots on the map. And as you can see, each of the locations can have 0 or -2, or like over here, for example, +1, or different amount, -7, -6, -3, +2. So those are costs, or this is an income of real that you have to spend, or you're going to get performing different actions. So you not only have to send your shadows on a different spots on the board, you also have to pay for those actions. If you cannot pay, you cannot perform this action, but you also can earn some of the real performing those actions. So again, you need to balance the actions that you are performing. After the sending each of the shadows of all players, you're performing the actions, then you need to change initiative, and basically this is it. But so this is this regular turn that is marked with just numbers over here. But if we have Lamentation phase, Lamentation turn, this is a little bit different thing, because in Lamentation turn you are going to get your escape points, and what you're going to perform in the Lamentation turn. So first of all, some identity cards, so those cards that I showed you already, or altars that I'm going to go through them in a second. They have additional abilities that can be used only in Lamentation phase. So if you have a specific card that tells you that, well, if there is a Lamentation phase, do something, this is the moment to use it. Again, this can give you, for example, real for each of the altars, for example, played on a game. Then you can move your soul. You can move your soul around the different tombs. If you are also controlling demons, you also can move demons. And after that, in each of the tombs, you need to count the Lamentation strength or score, the player with the highest Lamentation score is going to get different amounts of escape points, depending on the amount of the players. So, for example, if we are playing with 3 players, the player with the highest Lamentation strength is going to get 4 escape points. The second player is going to get 2, and third is going to get -1. So this is it. In each of the tombs, you're going to calculate your strength, and this strength is generated by your soul, accordingly to your track, by your shadows if you have put them over there, and they are not 0, or by your demons that you are controlling. I am going to tell you about the demons again in a second. During Lamentation phase, you also can use those cards that are over here. I am going to get, for example, Anno card. You can use those cards. You can use those cards only in Lamentation phase, but to use them, you need to prepare yourself for that in regular turn. So, performing specific action, you can put your tokens of your color on those cards. This is also the cost that you need to pay. And if there is a token of your color on this specific card that is visible over here, you can play it in a Lamentation phase. So you need to prepare for Lamentation phase in a regular turn by putting tokens over here, and then in a Lamentation turn you can use those cards. So for example, Exorcism, play to a tomb where there is any player's demon and or those sacrificial dices. Remove any player's sacrificial dice from a tomb or a demon from a tomb and return its marker and card to general supply. So this is a way to mess with your competition. We have 5 of these, and those cards are also associated with different gods that are also in those tombs. For each tomb, the player with the highest score can also get can get one of those bonuses that are over here. So additional points, or those tokens unlocks the ability to get additional pact card, and so on and so on. So this is one-time use. When it's covered with the player's token, it's no longer available. Now, I already mentioned that we have 3 eel markers. This is a currency in this game, and this is the only currency in the game. You're going to spend it and use it to perform different actions. I also mentioned sacrificial dices, so you're going to put them in different tools to increase your Lamentation score. And also the elements of your color in general are giving you the presence in a specific tomb, so you can calculate your score there. And now let me tell you more about the other mechanics that are in this game. So I already told you about this influence cards over here. And after you play this card, you're going to get them and put them face down next to your player board, again creating this circle. This circle means that you have a spot for a demon, and you can use this demon also to spawn a demon on one of the tools and get additional points over here. So if I have created this symbol of blue and let's say red, that means that I can spawn a demon in a blue or this here red tomb. And now how this demon works. So if I have demon here, I obviously need to mark it with my color, and then I have those cards of each of the demon for each of the god. Let's go with the blue one. In here we have information how many Lamentation strength this demon is going to generate. Moves like a soul, so as I told you, you can move demons with your souls. Other players' souls cannot move to a tomb where there is Lamashtu, and yeah, this is it. So those are the demons. You can get them and put them on a map. Again, this is a way to mess with your competition. Now, another thing that you can also get in this game or build are gates. Gates can be placed over here. You can have only one gate, and again we have different cards depending on a shadow's lamentation strength. For example, if your shadow's lamentation strength is 10, you can get this gate of the first circle, gate of the second circle, gate of the third circle, and so on, depending on your score. And the same goes with the lamentation strength of your soul. If the soul is at the level 10, you can get the 7th gate of the 7th circle. And this gate is going to be built in one of those locations. And when you get this card, a player who is in the soul movement phase, move their soul, demon, or shadow through your gate, have to pay you 3 real. So those gates are on those lines of the pentagram. So that means that if they want to move their souls from a specific location to another location, and they're passing through your gate, they need to pay you every. You gain 2 escape points if you win Lamentation turn in this tomb. So those are the gates that you can build to get more money, let's say. And also in here we have altars. So you can also build altars. Altars are on 3 levels: level 1, level 2, and level 3. You can have more than one altar. So but there's a limitation of 5, 1, 2, 3, yeah, five of them. So who's the first player that collects this card, it's out of the game for other players. You have 3 levels of the altars. You can upgrade them and again get some additional bonuses. So for example, in here you're instantly getting 3 real, and on the Lamentation turn you can move one of your sacrificial dices from one spot to another. Lamentation turn, at the end of the soul movement phase, move any one of your dice to any place except for general supplies. So those are the altars that you can build, and every time you build at least first level of an altar, you are also unlocking the temple. The temple unlocks another action for players to perform, and we have 2 costs. So the lower cost is for the player that have built altar. The higher cost is for all other players. And performing this action with your soul, you can gain 3 escape points every time you come here. So this is another way to unlock actions that you can perform in this game. So not only the actions that are printed on the board, also you can unlock new actions, building cards and turning them face up. So the whole game focuses on the manipulation of the elements of your color and also the demons that you're going to put them in different tombs, so you can get the highest lamentation strength in each of the tombs. Thanks to this, you are going to get more escape points, and the player with the most escape points at the end of the game is the winner. And this is basically it. The game is, I must say, very unique and quite complex. This is great that they created those step-by-step way of playing it with basic components, and after that adding another elements, because to start the game with everything, that could be quite overwhelming. But I love that this concept of this game is completely unique. We didn't see anything like this in a Euro games world, so I am super excited about this Kur-Nu-Gi, and also that we finally have some completely different theme of the game, because I think this is the first game that uses Sumerian civilization as a theme in a board game world. So Kur-Nu-Gi, if you are interested in this game, just check out the description below. And thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.